Hey guys, today we are going to do a color along on this page. This is Baby Dragon from the book Wildflower Folk by Christine Carroll. Uh, so I do not know whether I'll decide to put voice on when I upload this video, but anyways I thought I'll try talking because I'm not a good talker as such, but still let's give it a try. If it turns out to be good and I'm comfortable, I'll upload the audio as well, otherwise I'll just upload the video part of the coloring. Okay, so first what we do is you put a lighter shade. I mean, this is how I generally do. So very light, it's very light pressure. I'm just using the hatching method here to make sure that there is no pencil strokes visible as much as possible. It's okay, I think, even if there are some strokes visible at this point of time, because later you're anyways going to burnish it. So this is Violet 135. I hope it is visible. Yeah, Violet 135. Red Violet 135. Light red Violet 135. Yeah. Let's use this for shading. A lot of times I don't have a fair idea on what I'm doing, guys. Just go with the flow, and that's the whole point of coloring. You should be able to enjoy doing it, and hence I thought I'll make this video. I do not want this to be like all picture perfect, where everything is decided and everything is perfect, because I think that gives a very wrong idea or sets the wrong expectations to begin with. So and I am thinking that most of the people who do coloring, they are not artists, right? They're not well-known artists. They're just trying to do it as a hobby, and most of them probably want to create a good piece but do not know how to, or maybe they're doing this to feel good. So right now I'm going ahead and shading in the shadow areas with a very light pressure. Okay, so Yeah, the first one I generally take a lot of time because I want to see how it looks, and then maybe once I have this area covered, covering the rest of the area with the same color, I think I do it a little faster. So this is the darkest shade, by the way. This is red violet. Let me see. Yeah, red violet 194. Okay. Let's see how it looks. By the way, I have noticed that polychromos blend beautifully. I'm a beginner. I mean, I started coloring a year back, and and in between I took a break of like 4 months, I believe, because I had too much work at office. I could not spend time on coloring even on weekends because I had to work even on the weekends. And I bought this Polychromos set, pencil set, only a few days back. Like, I don't think it has even been a month, maybe. I'll need to check. And I've only done one coloring page with this. So I did base that color with turpentine tints, so I don't know. So this is the first time that I'm trying to color polychromos without basing it with anything, without basing the paper with anything. Let's see how it turns out. Okay. Now I'm going ahead again with my mid-tone, light red violet 135. Yeah, this is good actually. And see how it blends very well. I can even pull some of the darker shade out if I want. The only thing I think that you have to remember is to not have very harsh lines in polychromos. As long as you do that, I think it's easy peasy. I'm saying that because I'm not an expert and I'm able to use this. I was too scared to actually buy the set because of all the reviews saying that okay, it has a learning curve and all that. But I had to buy because Prismacolors are not cheap in my country. It's very expensive. I think the price is almost 3 times that of what it would cost in US. So actually polychromos are cheaper here than Prismas. They come from for half the price. Yeah. So I thought okay, and I get open stock. We don't get Prismacolors open stock, even if we get, they're very expensive. So I did not have any other choice. Thought I should anyways learn, so thought about it for 1 long year and then decided, okay, let me just buy them. So this is the lighter color now. Sorry. Pink Madder Lake 129. Now we'll try to fill in a bit. I'm actually trying to put in a lot more color than I did in the first go now, and I'm also trying to pull in the darker shade so that the transition is smoother. Okay. Some places I do not want to pull in the darker shade like these highlight areas, but yeah, these places I do want to pull in the mid-tone and the darker tone colors into the lighter shade. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah, a lot of my process involves around trying out and then looking at how it looks, and maybe a lot of times I do use eraser a lot. I'm going to start with my darkest color, which is 194 Red Violet. Okay. I'm pressing hard on these areas where I know for sure that it's going to be very dark, and on areas like this I'm using very light pressure. So I love this book for another reason, that the grayscale is perfect. I think it's not too much, but it gives you a very good idea about where to put in the shades and where to put in the shadows, where should it be darkest and where should it be the lightest. It's good. for somebody who wants to try coloring just for fun, you know. I think I made a mistake there. Let me get my eraser. Yeah, that harsh line was wrong. Yeah, this was my mid-tone color. Let me see. The camera can focus 135. Yes, 135. Light red violet. Back with my darkest color. 194. Red violet. I always feel that eraser is your best friend when it comes to coloring. Is so I could cover these as well, I think. Let's try how it looks. I don't know. Yeah, this is nice. Instead of having a dark black color outline, you could do it with the darkest shade. Just realized that. It's fun. Nice. Yeah, it looks good. I think. Yeah. Okay, let's try to color this. This is my mid-tone color. That is light red violet, 135. I'm going to try and bring a lighter shade of this into the pink areas, just so that it does not look pink when it is done. The whole piece is done. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. Very lightly I'm putting this mid-tone, and these areas I'm putting it a little bit more color. See, there was a harsh line and I was able to pull it, right? So I don't know why people say that it's difficult. Yes, it does take more time than Prismas, but these are good. These are smooth. Another thing that I learned from one of the videos, I was actually going through the watercolor tutorials. Somehow I think I'm recently being more drawn towards watercolor. It's not that I have tried doing watercolors, but I like to see the videos. It's fun. It gives some sort of satisfaction. That's what I feel. And in one of the video suggestions, somebody on YouTube, they mentioned that okay, in watercolors, don't try to match the same colors, or pre-mix the colors just so that you have consistency. The fun is in letting that variation be present in your art. So I'm taking that concept here, and I think sometimes at some places the variations actually make it more interesting. It gives your art some character. Okay, cool. Shall we burnish? Yeah, let's try. I'm a little scared to burnish, by the way, because I don't know how it is going to turn out. Is it too pink? Yeah, it is too pink. So let's do this. Erasing this. Lyra Rembrandt, by the way, has a very good blender pencil, so I'll try using that pencil to burnish and see how it works. So I'll just put in the lighter shade now, as much as I would like this piece to have, and then I'll try to burnish using that. Because there's a lot of tooth still showing up, so I will definitely need to burnish this. If I had the Caran d'Ache blender, maybe it would have been better. I'm yet to purchase it. I wanted to see whether I really need a blender or not. I think these are the times when you really need a blender. Yeah. So you could do this very light. Don't ever do this step harsh if you don't want to have I think I will need a little bit more of this color. So this is red violet 194. So every time you go over your piece with a lighter shade, your dark lightens up. So keep that in mind. Sometimes touching up with the darkest color is the last step that I do. Okay, I think I must do it here. It has any other color. Okay, yeah, this is the Lyra Rembrandt Splender. Yeah, it's called Splender, but I think it's a blender pencil. Let's see what this does. Okay, it's definitely taking out the tooth. I'm not pressing too hard because I am thinking that I might have to erase this. I don't want to ruin the whole tooth. Just want to get a fair idea of how it's going to be. I think this is good. Yeah, this is going to be faster than the previous one. So you can see that I am actually already putting in a darker shade of pink, because now I kind of know this is what I want to match. So put it just here. So this is going to be the frill and this area. What about this? Should we put in hair there? Yeah, let's put in hair there and cover. चिन्ना खाना नहीं खाएगा क्या तू? क्यों?
मैं ब्रेकफास्ट बहुत लेट खाया थी ना, 11:30 को खाया।
उस लड़की को फिर दे दूं मैं खाना?
मैं सोच रहा हूँ वहाँ जाके शवारमा खाऊं वगैरह जाके, वो खाएगा शवारमा?
Sorry guys, I did not realize that I wasn't filming. And I used this. Let me see if I can get this zoomed. Yeah, red violet 194 on this, and it's very much similar to how I did these areas. So Let's put pink color and see how it looks on the frills. I'm thinking light, this lightest color, right? The pink madder lake, and we'll leave the rest a little white, maybe, and see how it looks. And if I don't like that look, then I might change it. Okay, so where should I put it first? Okay, let me cover this area. Okay, so this is going to be the kind of a darker shade, so that's the idea. So I want this to be the lace to be kind of lighter, so I need to sharpen this. I really hate sharpening the polychromos, leaves a lot of crumbs. Let's try. I will probably turn on music now. I'm going to use the same colors that I used for the dress, but I'll just use it in a different way. So I think that will also give you an idea how you can actually make different combinations or make things look different with the same set of pencils, just by varying the amount of each color that you can actually put in. So this I think is to be dark, but oh my god, this is very tricky. Leaving this round. I don't know what color should I put in. If I'm anyways going to put darker color, I would probably just do it all together, but I don't know what I'll do. Let's see. A lot of times it's, I mean, you could actually try it out on a piece of paper, but who has that much time, isn't it? I think if you were a professional artist, then you could probably do all those things, but yeah, for somebody who's doing it just as a hobby, I think it's too much work. Maybe how I could do it is just do a round and then cover it. Made a mistake. it's coming out to, it's looking like a different color right now, so maybe I should also use another color, the mid-tone, a little bit, to make sure that it matches with the darkest shade of the dress. Then I think it will look good. Let's see. I'll just complete this and okay. I am taking this color now. I don't know why I'm not able to get the camera zoom in. So sorry, this is 135 light red violet. Little bit of it, a hint of it, I must say, I think, so that the tone is same as the rest of the dress. Sometimes you could decide to just put the darkest color, you know, that might give it some character as well. But what I am aiming for is the darkest shade, this color. I think it's not zoomed in there. Let's see. Maybe keep the zoom to an optimal level. I actually realized that maybe, I mean, since this is my first color along and first video, maybe too much zoom is also too bad, because you'll just see the grain and you might not be able to figure out what color it is turning out to be. So have a lot of way to learn when it comes to how to make these videos. Okay, how does it look? I think it's good. Yeah, I think it looks good. You can go ahead with this. Let me darken this a little bit more. This is, again, I don't know guys, why is it not? Yeah, maybe I'll zoom in. Okay, yeah, probably it was not focusing because I had zoomed out. Okay, yeah, this is the one, red violet, 194. I'll see. I mean, if you have any comments on how the video should be, please leave a comment, and I'll see if I can incorporate it in my next color along. Again, you know, doing a color along is a lot more bigger program than just doing the coloring. You have to make sure that you are you have zoomed in right, and you have the right lighting, and then most of all the angle is good enough so that it's visible in the camera. Too much work is what I have realized. Okay, I think I can put some white color uh, at the end. White color, either Posca or maybe gel pen. We'll see. Should look good. Cool. So let's do the same thing. That means this one would also have to be darker. So I'll also do this along with the so how I am imagining this is that this is a lace or something like that, and hence the back side of it is also kind of. By the way, when you look at it, there is this bump of this white color. So maybe I can use some. We can use some stickles or things like that. Some sparkly thing. I do not have stickles, guys. I'm so sorry. I'll see if I can find. Maybe silver color. What do you call it? What does it? Forgot. Sorry, I forgot the name. I am focusing on coloring as well as talking, so I'm not able to find the name for it. Some kind of pen, glitter pen. Yeah. Sorry, so sorry about that. Yeah, glitter pen. So maybe I can use glitter pen instead, while you guys, whoever have stickles, can use the stickles. Okay, this is the mid-tone. I think you should keep it sharp, by the way. Yeah, that's another suggestion that I have. Try to keep your pencil sharp. I know it is very time consuming and you know your heart sinks every time you have to sharpen your pencil because these are not cheap pencils, right? So but at least if you're a beginner, I would really suggest that keep it sharp, because that eases your process of the whole process so much. Cannot even explain. Unless you know for sure that you like this hobby and you're okay going through a little bit of pain, please keep your pencil sharp. I need a light color here. I'm thinking I have already covered it with dark. Maybe I'll have to see how to come back and lighten it out. Maybe when I'm darkening it, I'll see if I can do anything. Yeah. This one also needs to be sharpened. I think my son is back. Yeah, I have a toddler, so it's very difficult to find time to do coloring, leave aside doing a video. But I always wanted to see, make one video and see if it is going to help anyone, and if it does, I'll probably try to make more of these. See, the sharpened one is a lot easier to fill in. So I was struggling hard in this, but when you sharpen it, the color comes off so easily. And I mean, I don't know, I just love these pencils. probably because I have used cheaper pencils and I know how they feel. And these are so much better than the cheap pencils. Okay, good. I think I will need to do some blending using this on the lace part. Let's see how it will turn out to be if I just blend it like this, keeping it whites and not using the white color. Is it good? Okay, let me show you a zoomed out one. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good, guys. Maybe this is a lot darker, so I might go over and darken these areas later again. But yeah, let me first finish this, because this is what I feel is this. I can see this more than the dress, but I want the dress to be the focal point and not the lace. Lace should only be adding to the aesthetics, or at least that's how I see it. Okay, let's do the rest of the lace first. Doing this lace has been a pain though, because of this white. What if I cover it? Okay, I won't remember where all to put, and that is going to be even more painful. So yeah, might have to do it slowly. Again, right, I'm repeating myself. The first time I'm putting a new color or a new coloring a new area, I'm a little bit slow because I am I'm conscious that I might, if it does not turn out how I want it to be, or probably if it turn out good, right, I might have to erase it. And if I press hard and if I mean, I do not want to erase. So if I'm doing it slower, it gives me an option to do the correction on the go. So if I had not put in very harsh colors, right, if I had put a very light layer, I can just let it be, right? I mean, so that's the theory behind it. So but once I know, okay, this is how I'm going to cover the rest of the area, I try to cover quickly. Look at this color and the way it is laying out. It's so good. Again, I don't know why do people think that polychromos are difficult. Maybe they are not that difficult to use on a printer paper, or I mean, many of you would call it as a create space paper, but I think on a good quality paper it's quite good. So when I choose my coloring books, I don't like to buy any coloring book which does not have a good paper. So that's my one criteria. I want the experience of coloring to be more enjoyable. So I don't know, I just feel that if the paper is cheap, then I might have to struggle too hard, and it becomes a big task for me to color. So even though I love some of the illustrations which are on those cheaper paper, yeah, I don't know, I just wish there was some way for those wonderful artists to be able to publish on a better paper. Okay. This is very irritating. I don't like to color in such small spaces. I don't know. As I said, I want this whole experience to be more enjoying, because I do this more as a stress relieving hobby than anything else. And then that's one of the reasons I am making these videos as well, because I want more people to know that this is something that is there, that you can use on a daily basis or on a weekly basis to, recharge yourselves. And a very important reason that I decided to use a color palette for this, or I had a similar idea, so I chose a color palette which I had in my mind. But yeah, for beginners I think it's easier to use a color palette. Sorry about that noise. I think I covered here and here. Hope I remember it. Maybe I need to lighten this a bit, because it should be the darkest. Yeah, I can use this. So the moment you see that there are some visible scratches, you can always try to cover it up by going over in a different direction. Okay, last step. This is red violet 194. I really love uh, I think the color alongs that have people making mistakes and then correcting them. I think that gives everyone a fair idea that okay, yes, this happens to everyone. It's not just us. And hence the long video. Otherwise, I could have just covered the glamorous part of this video. Okay, I think this needs to be a little darker. Because of the camera in between that, which is my phone, I'm not able to actually assess if the colors are laying down well. Yeah, another disadvantage of, or another pain of doing a color along. I guess if you have a very good setup where the cameras are placed right, might not happen, but I don't know. I really doubt, because the only way you can be comfortable is when you can look at your page in any angle and color from any angle. is matching. I'm surprised by how many layers of Prismacolors can be put on. I think I'll be able to put even more layers. Sorry, not Prismacolors. Polychromos. Polychromos. Oh my god, I've been making this mistake again and again and at the same place. Don't know why. Maybe I will try to make another color along which is a little bit simpler and which does not have me struggling so much, and see which one people like to watch. Based on that, I'll decide what kind of color alongs to make in the future. Okay, done. I just need to do this and okay, sorry, I'm supposed to show which color I'm using, which color pencil I'm using. Okay, this was the quickest, I think, of all. My done. Yeah, the Splender, Lyra Splender. I generally do not sharpen this because I think it does not need sharpening as such. Sometimes I do when I think that it is not performing as it should be. Otherwise, okay, now I think I really need to sharpen it. But don't sharpen it very sharp. Just keep a point like this. Because too sharp, and I've seen that it breaks. I think you need to press hard. I mean, in this stage, at this stage. So a sharper point I don't think is of much use anyway. So I'm on purpose doing this sideways so that a little of the color gets spread. I think that's good for now. Let's see later. Yeah, done. I think I'm done with it. So but yeah, as I said, I think this is a lot darker. So might have to work on the darker shades. Let's see if I make it darker. Yeah, that's better. Let's do it. I'll do the rest probably in another videos. really surprised. Okay. Have a nice day, guys. See you in the next part.